Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. B and Amp. B spoilers. Brooke's ultimate decision, will she warn Ridge Forrester? This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say the battle lines will be drawn in the sand. Carter Walton, Lawrence Street Victor, gives Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, one more chance to rehire Hope Logan, Annika Noel. When Steffi doesn't oblige, Carter declares war. Will Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, stand by and let Ridge's company go up in smoke? Here's what's coming up next on B and Amp. B, spoilers ahead. Brooke Logan is in a tough position on The Bold and the Beautiful. She has managed to keep her daughter's relationship with Carter a secret from Ridge. But will she stand by and let Carter launch his attack on Forrester Creations and not warn Ridge? At the end of the day, Ridge made it very clear he would always be loyal to his daughter Steffi. Is Brooke wrong to be loyal to her daughter Hope and not spill the beans and warn the Forresters? Carter Walton's plan hasn't been completely revealed. It's one of those storylines where the writers seem to be avoiding all of the complicated legal aspects of it. From the clues that have been dropped, it sounds like Carter may be able to overthrow Steffi's position and take control in the boardroom. Obviously, there has to be a lot of contracts and loopholes involved. When Carter and Hope lower the hammer on the Forrester family, all hell is going to break loose on the CBS soap. If Brooke supports her daughter's move, Ridge may cut all ties with her for good. Can she really support Ridge after he fired her daughter so heartlessly? No matter how the chips fall, Brooke and Ridge seem to be on course for an icy breakup. Is Brooke going to warn Ridge and the Forrester family, or just let Hope and Carter do their thing? Is she wrong? The dimly lit Forrester estate buzzed with anticipation. Thanksgiving had come and gone, but the drama swirling within the Forrester family was far from over. Brooke Logan sat alone on her patio, staring at the skyline. In her hand was a glass of wine she barely sipped from. Her thoughts were too tangled to let her enjoy the crisp Californian evening. The words she had overheard earlier at Forrester Creations played on repeat in her mind. Ridge doesn't need to know the truth. Not yet, Taylor Hayes had whispered to Steffi. The truth hung ominously, a shadow threatening to engulf everything Brooke had fought to preserve. Ridge was her anchor, her true north, even when their relationship had weathered betrayal, heartbreak, and misunderstandings. But what she had heard could destroy him. And the question remained, should she be the one to break the news? A heart divided. Brooke's instinct was to march straight to Ridge and tell him everything. She'd done it before, hadn't she? Exposing secrets had always been her way of safeguarding their love. But this time was different. Ridge had finally reconciled with his children, Steffi and Thomas, after years of bitter feuds. Telling him now could unravel the fragile peace they had all worked so hard to achieve. Yet Brooke couldn't shake the feeling that Ridge deserved to know. She glanced down at her phone, where a half-written text to Ridge glowed faintly. Ridge, I need to talk to you. It's about, she erased the words before they could solidify into betrayal. If she warned him, what would he do with the information? Brooke knew Ridge could be as fiery and impulsive as her. The fallout could obliterate everything, leaving no room for reconciliation or understanding. Taylor's calculated move meanwhile, across town, Taylor was anything but oblivious. Sitting in her office, she scrolled through family photos on her tablet, her fingers lingering over a picture of Ridge smiling between her and their children. Taylor had made mistakes in the past, but this time, she told herself she was acting out of love, for Ridge, for Steffi, for Thomas. Brooke doesn't need to get involved in this, Taylor murmured to herself. Ridge will find out when the time is right. But even as she spoke, doubts gnawed at her resolve. Taylor was acutely aware of Brooke's ability to shake things up. Ridge had a way of listening to Brooke, even when his better judgment screamed not to. If Brooke decided to intervene, Taylor's carefully constructed narrative could fall apart. Ridge's blissful ignorance at Forrester Creations, Ridge remained blissfully unaware of the brewing storm. He was focused on finalizing the new fashion line, working alongside Steffi and Thomas. For the first time in years, they felt like a cohesive team, a family united. Dad, you're glowing, Steffi teased as they examined sketches for the upcoming collection. I just feel like everything's finally coming together, Ridge admitted, his smile genuine. The company, the family, it's all aligning. Thomas exchanged a nervous glance with Steffi, who quickly diverted the conversation back to business. Ridge's happiness was palpable, but it was built on a foundation of half-truths. Katie's warning later that evening, Katie Logan paid an unexpected visit to Brooke. She could tell something was weighing heavily on her sister's mind. "What's going on, Brooke? You've been distant lately," Katie pressed as she settled onto the patio chair across from her. Brooke hesitated. She trusted Katie, but she wasn't sure she was ready to share the burden. "It's Ridge," Brooke finally admitted. "There's something he doesn't know, something Taylor and Steffi are keeping from him." Katie's eyebrows shot up. "And you're debating whether to tell him?" Brooke nodded. "Look, I know you love him, but you need to ask yourself what your motivation is," Katie advised. "Are you telling him because he has a right to know? Or because you don't trust Taylor and you want to stake your claim?" The question hit Brooke like a slap. Was her desire to reveal the truth purely altruistic, or was it tinged with jealousy? The clock is ticking as the days passed, the weight of the decision pressed harder on Brooke. She replayed moments from her history with Ridge, moments of love, betrayal, and redemption. Every fiber of her being told her she couldn't keep this secret. But she also knew the cost of meddling. Her mind made up, Brooke decided to confront Taylor first. The encounter was predictably icy. "You don't have to do this, Brooke," Taylor said, her voice calm but firm. "Telling Ridge will only hurt him. And keeping him in the dark won't?" Brooke shot back. Taylor sighed. "Some truths need to come out in their own time. Please, just trust me on this." But Brooke couldn't trust her, not when so much was at stake. The ultimate decision that night, Brooke stood outside Ridge's office, her hand hovering over the doorknob. Inside, she could hear his laughter as he talked with Thomas. The sound stopped her in her tracks. Ridge was happy, really happy. Would her revelation destroy that? Taking a deep breath, she stepped away from the door. For now, she would stay silent. But as she walked away, a text buzzed on her phone. "Brooke, I need to see you. It's important. Ridge." Her heart sank. Had Ridge already sensed the storm brewing? The fallout awaits. Brooke's ultimate decision might have bought her some time, but secrets have a way of coming to light. Whether she tells Ridge or not, the truth will inevitably surface, and when it does, the fallout could shatter everything. As Brooke stared out at the glittering Los Angeles skyline, she couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the calm before the storm. Whatever came next, one thing was certain. Her relationship with Ridge would never be the same. Beautiful spoilers, Dr. Finn playing dumb to keep Steffi happy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that for a literal doctor, Dr. Finn, Tanner Novlin, is a bit clueless. Seriously, don't book any brain surgeries with the handsome daytime doc. Is Finn really that oblivious about his run-in with Hope Logan, Annika Noel? Or is he just trying to stay on Steffi Forrester's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, good side? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on B and Amp. B, spoilers ahead. According to B and Amp, B spoilers for this week, John Finnegan will continue to face interrogations with Hope Logan's friends and family. First Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, cornered him and tried to tell him he was wrong about what happened that day. Then Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, paid Finn a visit and questioned him about what exactly went down with Hope, and Finn stuck to his guns. Will he be able to stay strong when Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, lays into him? This week on the CBS soap, spoilers say Finn will have to face off with Hope's mother. So far he has had Steffi's back, but he waver after Brooke Logan says her piece. Maybe Brooke will reveal to the good doctor that Hope was prancing around in her underwear waiting for her new boyfriend. Regardless of how it all goes down, it sounds like Finn has made several enemies. Steffi Forrester's husband is terrified of her leaving him, again. He really has no choice but to support her decision to fire Hope and continue backing up her story that Hope was trying to seduce her husband. If Finn starts to have second thoughts or even questions Hope's innocence, Steffi is going to lose it. Do you think Finn knows deep down that Hope Logan is innocent and is just scared to humiliate his wife? Or is he really that clueless and thinks Hope is still pining away for him?